if you're someone out there who is looking to get into trading, futures in particular, and you have interest, and maybe you are looking for an outlet, all right, maybe you're on the verge of maybe quitting your job, or things are kind of getting tough out here, maybe you've been laid off, maybe you just have interest in making some additional income, this is the right video, because as a beginner trader, someone out there who has no experience or zero experience, and let's say you have a small account, or a small amount of money that you have put away that you can actually use to trade with. I'm not talking about using your mortgage money, your rent money, your food money, your utility bill money. I'm talking about money that you may have put away in savings that you can use, because money that you're not tied to. You know what I mean? So like money that in the event you were to take a loss in the markets that you won't be so emotionally tied to. But before you even start using any of the money, I want to talk about the things that you will need to get started into trading. You got to understand this. Number one thing you hear me talk about on my channel all the time, and it's the most important concept to trading at all, I don't care what no one says, market structure. Understanding the complete and full direction in which the market is trading. Think about it. How will you or can you trade if you don't know which way to trade based on what the market is doing? That's why I always tell people to start from a higher chart, figure out the direction before you take your trades on your actual lower chart. I spend a lot of time on my channel discussing the strategy and how I trade, how it's profitable for myself, how it's profitable for other people who are part of our Discord community, those who have come, those who have gone, those who are on their way to making money based on the information that I've supplied and the strategy that I've shared on how I personally trade. Okay, I talk about that in so much great detail. Basically, the cornerstone, the blueprint to how I trade, I go into detail about that for all those that choose to become like an elite or an ultra elite supporter. Yeah, you can watch the video content here on the channel. I got a lot of, golden nuggets and tips and advice for people and video content here on the channel. And you can probably spend times binging it and, piecing things together. But where I really go into detail, where you get the sauce to how I actually trade, is by becoming an elite and an ultra elite supporter, because that's where I go into detail about the strategy as a whole. Because it's not complex, it's very simple, but I believe most people are visual. So that's why I created that private community where there's a lot of visual content, breaking down trades one after another. Because the more you can lay your eyes on it, the more you hear me speak on it, the more you hear the process and how it actually works, the sooner things are going to start to click. I'll say it like that. Okay. But I'll talk about that towards the end of the video for anyone that's interested in becoming an elite and an ultra elite. And I'm going to say right now, it is very inexpensive. You say, well, how inexpensive is it? Pennies on the dollar. And I say that. You may be thinking like, what does that mean? I'm talking about $6.99 a month to become an elite member and $14.99 a month to become an ultra elite. Break it down. Okay. On a day. We're talking like a few cents a day. All right. But you get so much valued information out of it. Now, number one, master market structure. That is the most important thing. Whether you get it here on this channel or somewhere else, conquer it, master it, sleep on it, dream about it, make it part of your human nature of who you are. Let it ingrain on the inside of you, because you're going to need it each and every day. All right. Simply put. Number two, a strategy. Hey, I just said a strategy is something that's going to help you become profitable. It's going to help you maintain profitability. And you do not need, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different strategies. One strategy, following that every single day like I do, trading supply and demand, it makes me money. Okay? Seriously. I'm able to come to the markets like the ATM machine, swipe my card, and withdraw anytime I want to. That's how I think about the markets, to be honest with you, because I can get in and get out and make money simply by using one key strategy that I talk about here in this channel. Again, I really go into detail about it for the elite and the ultra elite for all those that are interested in joining. But again, the strategy is very simple. It's not anything complex. It's all surrounding the universal nature of a simple term, supply and demand. I just use it. I go over it in more of from an elementary standpoint, so that people can grasp the concept of this strategy using multi-chart confluence. Starting with the higher chart, looking to figure out which way the market's moving, scaling down and looking for on the lower chart to make your entry based upon the supply and demand zones. Okay, talk about that here on the channel. Number three, what do you need? A trading plan. That's very, very, very important. It can be very personal. You could have picked one up from someone else. You could have went to ChatGPT and said, hey, create me a trading plan on trading the micro futures for someone that has a small account. Okay, simple as that, right? All right, so this video is just basically a guide that's giving you the couple of things that you need as a beginner trader, someone with no experience to really get started, that are just very simple things, okay? So, and number 3, that trading plan, what do I recommend? Number one is going to be part of that trading plan. Figure out the markets that you're actually going to trade, okay? That's very important, all right? Whether it be the indices, commodities like gold, all right, silver, whatever it may be, the financials, the bond market, you got to pick and choose, okay? Number 2, what session are you going to trade? Me, primarily, I'm trading the U.S. session. Now, for some of you that may not or can't or afforded the opportunity to trade during the stock exchange opening when the U.S. session opens up at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, Asian, London, depending on what market you're going to trade, okay? And I talk about, on my channel, like gold is a great opportunity to trade during the after hour or into the overnight session, okay? All right, number 3, the time of day in which you're going to actually trade. If you're someone like me who's on the Eastern time frame, I like trade pre-market anywhere between 7:30 and 9 o'clock, looking for a trade, if I can catch one, if I'm in front of my charts, or if not, 9:30 to 11 o'clock. But for me, it's mostly about 9:45 because the first 15 minutes of the market opening up, everyone knows it's off to the races. So about 15 minutes after it opens, once volatility, kind of gets back to a norm, but we still have volume. So, but that's all you really need. You don't need more than 2 hours a day, guys. You don't have to. I know a lot of you probably watching this saying, man, I work 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day, and that's getting me nowhere. Guess what? 2 hours a day or less could get you a whole lot in somewhere. So think about it like that and I'm being honest when I say that, okay? Because now I'm not going to sit here and say that everybody's going to become rich and make a lot of money. Some people may lose money doing this, okay? It's not easy, but you put in the time, you learn things correctly, and you apply the same process on every single day, you'll make some money, okay? So that's number 3, a trading plan, all right? Number 4, okay? You're going to need a trading platform to trade, okay? All right, so there's a variety of them out there, okay? NinjaTrader, to me, has been around for so long trading futures, I haven't tried or tested anything else. Now, there is TradingView, Sierra charts, multi-charts. The list goes on, all right? And you're going to have, number 5, a good broker to trade with, okay? So there's some out there that have it all, like NinjaTrader. They offer the platform plus the brokeraging service, okay? Seriously, all in, as far as offering everything like Walmart, okay? One-stop shop. Now, there are options as well as looking for brokers. I'm talking about the most competitive brokers out here, the ones that are least expensive: NinjaTrader, AMP Futures, and TraderVate. Okay, and when I'm talking about that, I mean fees that are involved, commissions, a startup as far as like margins to get into day trading, the micro futures. Those are my top 3, I would say. I'm sure there's some other ones out there that are just as great, but they could be a little bit more expensive as well. But these are basically the 5 things I would say that are very important and very general when it comes to getting into the business of wanting to trade futures and with little experience at all. Someone that has no experience, that may have a small account, or someone that's interested in trading with a prop firm today. There are options out there, guys, seriously. Let me jump off here in the bandwagon and talk about the elite and the ultra elite supporter or membership tier, okay? Very inexpensive. $6.99 to become an elite supporter. What do you receive? All my trade breakdown videos, the video playlist, the market structure video that I did. The trade breakdowns are extremely important because these are the actual trades that I post over on our Discord community. All right, I post my trades there and then I break them down in great detail for those members. Why? Because I want people to understand my mindset. I want them to understand structure. I want them to understand price action. I want them to understand why I took that trade. Because the more you see me engage, the more I explain those type setups, guess what? You're going to be able to zero in and look for those setups yourself. Okay? There are tons of trade breakdown videos for all those that want you to become an elite or an ultra elite supporter of the channel. Okay, the choice is actually yours, but I go over market structure, price action. I go over your stop loss placement, profit target areas for every one of those trades that I've taken and posted over on our Discord. The Discord is free. The link is down in the description for anyone that wants to join. Okay, all right. If you choose to become an elite or an ultra elite supporter, the next link is titled Ultra Elite Supporter. Click on that. Once you do, you'll see a couple tiers pop up. Choose either the elite or the ultra elite. Again, Very inexpensive, okay? But you receive a lot of valuable content and information to help you along. Now, if you choose to become an Ultra Elite supporter, you receive everything that I just stated: trade breakdowns, video playlists, market structure videos. Plus, you also receive my live recorded trading session videos as well. What does that mean? Those are recorded videos that I post for the Ultra Elite supporters, where I record my full-on, sessions, and you see me engage in trades. I'm talking to you guys about as I'm trading, when I first enter for my charts, top-down analysis, okay, analyzing the markets, looking at structure, letting you know what and where I'm looking to trade from and why I'm engaged in taking the trades from that area, and you actually see me take my trades, and I break those trades down for you, okay. The full-on sessions, okay, the recorded sessions that I post for the Ultra Elite supporters. So you receive all that for just $14.99 a month. Again, it's very inexpensive, okay, but there's a lot of value there. Now, that's all I have today, guys. If you have not became or clicked on the subscribe button while watching this video today, please do me the biggest favor. Do so by clicking the sub button right now. As soon as you do that, click the bell so that you do not miss any of the uploaded content here on the actual channel. And last but not least, I know you guys have already clicked that thumbs up button, that like button. If you haven't, please do so right now. Click that like button. That's all I have. I'll see everyone in the next one. Take care and have a fabulous evening.